meme review.
Oh god, I used to watch that.
Yeah, same. I love
hello
it.
and welcome to the first ever Uncancellable podcast. I am one of your hosts, Ezra.
And I am Karlo, privileged white man number 2.
Yes, we are both privileged and white.
All right, guys. Welcome
Which means
to,
our political opinions are...
Welcome to the first ever Uncancellable podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is the idea we brought up years ago.
Years ago.
Oh,
like, those are the days.
About these two gentlemen, you know. We're about to talk some spicy stuff.
It's gonna go political. It's gonna get musical. It's gonna get opinion based. It's gonna get weird.
Yeah, and it's about basically everything.
I will not be held responsible for what I say.
Okay, before we start, what's one thing that has been your mind recently? And I'm going Carlo first.
Okay.
Big booty Latinas.
Bruv. Alright. Chess.com. I've been playing chess.
Really?
I'm so bad at chess. It's
Damn.
insane.
What's your elo?
It was 1,200 a few years ago, which is crazy. But now it's like 450.
Damn.
So I've really fallen off.
So I'm talking to an ape right now. No, I can. I think I could beat you at chess. We should play chess on the podcast.
That'd be such a dead podcast.
No.
Playing chess. Someone's doing
Roast chess.
The audiobook version of a chess game.
Oh, maybe. Well, on my mind, I've been mourning Kanye's denial into the UK, actually. You know,
Did you have your ticket?
I didn't. I almost bought it that exact day, and then I was like, shit, because I know how bad people like concert venues are with returning tickets. Sometimes it can take like years.
And sometimes it just never comes.
Yeah, I've had a friend wait on like a Cardi ticket return for like 3 years, and they just didn't give him the money back, and it was like 200 euros or something.
Well, that's Cardi for you.
Yeah. Fwa. Play that fwa sound.
All right.
Give us the topics, yellow man.
So now...
Come on.
All right, y'all not gonna see me. I'm probably white, okay?
No one thinks you're white, bro.
Okay, so the first one is gonna be pretty light, you know. I feel like everyone's either really busy or pretending to be busy nowadays. So when was the last time that you actually feel relaxed?
What is this, mental health podcast? Okay.
Yes. This morning.
This morning?
I ate. Have you ever had toast? We rub garlic on it and put tomatoes on it.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so good. And then you put oil and salt. I've eaten about 7 of them today. And that was pretty relaxing.
Just sounds like broke man pizza.
Better than pizza, can't I? I'm
Fair
not that big on pizza.
Well, I've also been relaxed. On my way here, actually, I fell asleep on the train. But it's because I've just been doing so much, you know, meditating to actually stay calm, because it's hard to stay calm, you know? Like, if this podcast goes anywhere, I will probably turn into a nervous mess and lose all of my progress, but...
Or a raging cocaine addict. They're the 2 options.
That was you, though.
Yeah, I'm past all that now.
Okay, but you're sharing those stories?
I'd rather not.
Okay. Well...
Keep my drug usage out of it.
I used to smoke a lot of weed for my nerves, though, but then it just made it worse, because then you just die.
Mentally.
Yeah, mental health isn't really the topic here. Next topic, bro.
All right.
Come on.
I have a joke.
A joke.
Have you guys eat fries?
Like chips,
fries.
Yeah, chips.
Yeah, like chips.
Mm-hmm.
Like French fries.
French fries, yeah.
So, what they will do if chips, they haven't seen each other for a long time?
What do you mean?
It's a joke. Like, what do 2 chips do that haven't seen each other in a long time?
I don't know. What do 2 chips do?
No, like, give me a second, right? Like,
do we have to guess the
you're
joke?
supposed to try to guess it.
Sure.
Cry? Oh, they catch up.
There you go. See? I knew you would get it.
Fuck!
What, did you think we wouldn't get it?
Did you come up with that one yourself, or did you get it off Google?
No.
So, why is 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
Right. But is that
Have you seen the Little God version of that?
The what?
Lil God.
Who's Little God?
Look it up after this.
No, bro.
If anyone's listening, look up. No, actually, don't. I'm gonna not promote that. It's really bad.
Pull it up right up. Pull up Lil God.
Don't pull up Lil God.
Who is Lil God?
He's just a shit rapper.
Shit rapper.
He wears a mask. He was a meme. He
Okay.
did a Charlie Kirk song.
So did everyone.
Mm.
Charlie Kirk, huh?
Nice segue.
Wait. Do the Charlie go real quick.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to blow up the speaker.
Oh, is that? Oh no, I thought you just didn't want to
Oh, so
celebrate
don't-
someone's death because people were saying like, "Oh, you're memeing on Charlie Kirk's death." Like,
It's
what
sad.
about his
Obviously,
family?
It's sad that he died, but it's like I think he was spreading hate.
Yeah.
No one deserves to die for it because he was just speaking his mind, I guess. And then
No, he thinks he was spreading God. I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't even know anything about Charlie Kirk. Just
He used to debate people who aren't good at debating, and then go, "Ha,
yeah,
I'm smarter than you."
Just did he do the thing where he goes in front of like a college and
No, all he did was go to colleges. That was his whole thing.
How old was he?
He was like 23, 22.
That young?
He was really young, yeah.
What?
Well,
He looked
Charlie
like a
Kirk.
middle-aged man.
Well,
Bro.
actually, I don't know. I could
See,
be wrong
where's
about
the fact checker? Where's?
that. Federico Goysch has failed us.
No, you're not allowed to name drop the guy, bro.
Okay, bleep that out.
He lives in Wembley.
Don't say that. That's the problem. No one knew that until now. You just dox Fred.
Yeah, he's a Jewish-looking white boy Portuguese dude.
Aging 31.
Okay,
I was 31,
that
man.
makes
I
a
was
bit more
way
sense.
off,
now.
alright.
Yeah, you were.
Way off. So he would debate an 18-year-olds and go, "You don't know what you're talking about." So it's like,
I'd debate him into the ground, probably.
my favorite video is when are you sure in your heart of hearts that this is a human fetus? And he goes, yes. And he goes, this is a dolphin fetus because they look exactly the same. Have you seen that? You've not seen that? No.
That's
Okay.
pretty funny though. That's pretty funny.
great.
I got it. That's good rage baiting. That's quality rage baiting.
So good.
All right, gentlemen. As I showed you in the group chat before, the first main topic I prepared today, which is you guys know Diddy, right?
Diddy, Diddy.
P.
And
Diddy.
we all know what he did and what the documentary
Did
is
he?
about. Yeah.
I've not seen the documentary, but I know what he did. Yeah.
Okay. So
He made hip hop. He inspired a generation. Okay.
Oh my days.
So we often talk about when a musician make good music, but he's also a bad person.
Like MJ.
Hey. No. Not
Okay,
yet. Not
We're
yet.
back to
not
that.
yet.
We're back to that.
Did he make good music though? Like, tell me name one.
He
Diddy
did all
song.
of Notorious Big stuff.
Notorious Big.
B.I.G.
Yeah,
Biggie
right.
Smalls. He
But-
did all of his stuff.
He wrote for him.
We produced it, so he would have added elements and stuff because Biggie probably wasn't
those
that
are some good
at
samples.
And he might have done stuff with Tupac as well. It was all in that scene of rapping in the 80s and
So
90s.
yeah, he made hip hop.
Yeah, he helped to create it, you could argue. But he was a paedophile?
Yes.
I think you have to say PDF file if you're posting this on the internet because otherwise it will get flagged and no one will
No,
get the
he was fucking kids though, right?
Yeah,
Like-
okay. Yeah, he was, yeah. Have you on Ellen DeGeneres, it's so bad.
He was on Ellen.
And they go, we got a surprise for you, and it's like a group of children.
Ah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
Diddy
yeah,
walks
yeah,
through,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
awful.
Okay.
But-
So based on Diddy, do you think when you see an artist, if he makes good music, can you pull away the music
Yeah.
and just to see
Separate the
himself-
art from the artist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay. I think you can.
Classic argument. You think you can?
I think you can, yeah.
That's it.
Well, to me, the music was good before I knew about who the artist was. I only know P. Diddy did Biggie's stuff is because P. Diddy got arrested for paedophilia. Otherwise, I wouldn't have never known. So to me, it doesn't matter. Because also it's a song, and he's in jail.
Right.
I was going to go into Michael Jackson. We'll save that one.
I think you cannot.
You can't separate art and artist.
Well, art, if it's art, there's a difference between art and product. That's how I see it, right? So if you call P. Diddy's music art, then no, because art has deep meaning, deeply connected to the artist. If it's a product, so you can be a songwriter and call yourself an artist, but to me, songwriting can be simultaneously a artistic endeavor of somebody actually just spitting their soul and experiences out, and it can be an entirely mechanical process of like thinking about rhymes and catchy melodies, because most of the pop songs you listen to are written in like songwriter camps where 20 people are thinking about a prompt and just letting their brain think of the best possible rhymes. There's no lived experience, there's no like,
and you would call that a product.
I call that a product.
Okay.
I don't think that's art.
But the Biggie's music is about his life. So,
Well,
so for using
did
him as an
Biggie write
example-
it though? Because maybe
He
the
definitely
art
wrote the
part
bars.
is
He
that,
definitely
but
wrote the
maybe
bars.
like the Diddy's part is the product, which I'm not saying it is or isn't. It's like kind of a more abstract debate of what art truly is, but true art should not be separated. But then also we have this idea of people being able to change, right? Somebody
Yeah.
can have a traumatic moment, completely change their worldview, and then the music they were doing before, because there's no doubt that Diddy had inspiring traits to him. That
Yeah, sure. I think you should, if you're a paedophile, you should be put down, as in killed, as in lethal injection.
Okay, all
That's
right,
my
fair.
controversial take, and they do that in China now.
Yeah.
But
All right, is that another topic we're getting into now?
we can we would do. Okay, why not?
But I think Diddy got no talent though.
Yeah, I think he was probably just there.
He
He's in all the music videos
okay.
as well.
So
It's
from what I've
crazy.
seen from the beginning of the documentary, I saw this man has something very similar to Kanye in terms of passion, vision, and drive. Right. So this is like we're talking about icons of like black men struggle that have like dug themselves out of like horrible hood situations, which this might be
Yes.
a stereotype, but from what I've known from success stories and artist stories, the stereotype has some credibility to it, and this whole idea of black suffering in America, modern variation of that, is like represented through these rappers who have like made it out of this and made a whole career and idea out of this like indomitable spirit of like, look at these horrible situations I was in, watch me fight through it.
Yeah, sure.
And I think in that regard, for a long time, Diddy was an icon and has had, let's say, great
Positive
guess-
impacts on people's lives.
for sure.
Yeah,
But it's the whole idea of like, oh, hip hop, it's degrading women, it's like glamorizing drug dealings, it's glamorizing murder, but it's also empowering black people. So like it can
and
be
it was the best
simultaneous.
music at the time. I
It
think.
still is. On
It's not in the
fact,
charts anymore. There's no tip up in the top 100.
seriously,
anymore. Yeah, none at
it's
all.
dying.
It's completely. Well, it had the same kind of time period as
I was
rock
I
and
was,
roll.
I was actually
Yeah.
gonna say, I was questioning.
Died
how-
with Ice Spice.
Well, our generation, hip hop died with Ice Spice.
That was the final.
Put it on a shirt. So, our generation doesn't have its punk. So I thought hip hop is kind of the punk of the 2000s, isn't it?
Yeah.
As in like the strongest anti-political musical movement, because you
Well,
can't.
what was the punk before punk? Rock and roll. Ah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then like I guess grunge, but that was all like these were
still
all.
punk. Yeah.
But these were like punk. I'm not saying punk as in musical, like
I know what you mean.
auditory genre. I mean
punk as a
the
concept, yeah.
strongest anti-establishment like genre that would push in that direction.
Well, yeah, I guess you could argue Kendrick Lamar, some of his stuff is a bit anti-establishment.
So is a lot of Kanye.
So there's a lot of
So is
Kanye.
a lot of
Kanye's.
well, anti-establishment definitely poking certain
I
systems.
used to love Kanye.
But keep in you used to love.
I miss the old Kanye.
No, but okay, look, 10, 20 years ago, these liberal ideas weren't as like wide globally spread. Like 10, 20 years ago, the stuff Kanye's doing now would probably be considered not as horrible, which is not to say that it's bad.
Yeah, 20 years ago, no one would give a shit.
Exactly, but this
It's
is
like-
just to show you that paradigms can shift. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean that this liberal ideology of like, oh, like, we're being all really sensitive now and conversations are really like, be mindful of mental health and human feelings and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But it's like, you see where the whole mental health discussion has gotten us. Now the fucking social services are overwhelmed with teenagers saying, I have anxiety, I can't work and stuff like that, right? So now the mental health discussion has gone into like almost a self-fulfilling prophecy of just the more we talk about mental health,
Is that the
more
case in Croatia?
No, I don't think so.
So in the UK,
I'm talking about UK
underfunded.
primarily
That's the
here.
only reason.
Well, yes,
Think
true.
of, I forget the politician's name, but he said in Parliament, if the NHS could be made today, so if the NHS didn't exist, and they said, maybe we could think that if they thought about doing a healthcare system, it wouldn't get made today because they say it's too hard. When we did it originally after World War II, when
Because
our country
we've
was in,
expanded what a health problem is to such a degree, right?
Yeah,
Which it doesn't mean that
it's
mental
so
health problems
hard.
aren't real. I think mental health, again, two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
Mental awareness is the best thing humanity has done up until this point, but the same thing is with when anything good becomes popular, it gets saturated with the bad. So
but
let's say,
that'll taper off.
huh?
That'll taper off.
No, because
But also
in
it's-
fact, the people who've actually cared about it, who have started it, and who have actually brought awareness into proper mental states, are tapering off because people have started just abusing terms and
Yeah.
disabilities to just claim like irresponsibility.
But you need those pipelines to exist, otherwise the people who do need it can't get it. And
Well,
yes,
exactly.
You could argue that they're taking away from the people who do need it.
But then
people
again,
are
10, 20 years ago, nobody needed it, right? That's what we were saying, which I'm not
But then
saying
that's
is a
why
good
some
thing.
people ended up like doing in a shit job when they could have done better in life because they didn't have the support they needed.
That's true. But it's still happening.
With the invention of the computer allowed me to do exams because my handwriting is so bad. I was forced to use a computer. I couldn't write with my hands. So if the computer didn't exist...
Do you think that's like...
No, but I was going to say, but if computers didn't exist, say I was born 50 years ago and I couldn't type, then what would I have done? They wouldn't be able to read my handwriting. I'd get an instant fail and I couldn't go to
Do you think your
university.
handwriting isn't something you could improve though? Because I used to have shit
possible, but
handwriting. I
but
practiced.
I couldn't join letters. My younger brother could join letters 6 years before me. 4 years before me or something like
All
that.
right, yeah.
So like I've got like a real bad thing, and I've got a deformed finger bone from holding the pen wrong. No one ever taught me how to do it properly, and I've never
I
learned.
know some people who like to hold
Wait, I have the game now. This is why we invite these two gentlemen coming here, because I started the main topic and these gentlemen just goes off. All right.
Now we're talking about pencil
So
dents.
back to the point where
Oh, he's gonna keep reeling us in.
what I'm
Okay,
asking
okay.
about: can you separate the human
Art from
being
the artist.
and
Oh,
the music?
that's far
And you
off
say
topic.
you disagree, and you.
I think
agree.
you can. I think Michael Jackson was a freak, but I like his music. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
the reason he was a freak was,
Doesn't matter
well,
if
as
it-
Kanye
I-
would say,
I
I'm
agree
trying
there's
to
a
right
reason.
my wrongs, but it's funny, them same wrongs helped me write this song.
Right, he wrote that before he was a Nazi. So
Yeah, but you still did wrong shit. You still probably I don't know, did drugs
Well, you
and
cheated on Kim
partied,
Kardashian a
cheated
billion
on
times,
women all
so
the
yeah.
time and stuff like that. It's like, where do we draw the line? That's the only question, right?
Let's move to. Let's get the question through. So, what artists that you loved, but there's still controversy?
Well, I like Kanye's old music, so that would be the biggest one. Like you were saying to me before this, that he's been banned from coming to the UK, which I'm not bothered by personally. But
Would you agree with it though? Like, do you think it's a smart thing? Because it has implications
Well,
of your government being able to ban people for certain, political
the government did that to Snoop Dogg ages ago, and
Yeah,
and the
they
Queen let her in,
Yeah,
let him
the
in.
Queen let her in.
He said let him
Yeah.
through because she has she had the overarching power. She's dead now.
Which is kind of
But-
weird. How did she know about Snoop Dogg back then?
Because she used to puff on the weed, bro.
You think so?
No.
I don't know.
She's too royal for that.
So how does she know about Snoop Dogg?
She reads the paper. I don't know.
She reads the paper, I guess, but then
Pretty
she'd know what
savvy.
about Kanye as well.
She would, but she's dead.
Kanye's better than Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, but Snoop Dogg wasn't a Nazi.
Yeah, but he was also like promoting, let's say, just like.
I think he went to jail for like something bad. Snoop
See,
Dogg.
this is my problem. All you have to say for your side is he's a Nazi, and that's it, right? So I'm gonna.
valid argument.
Am I allowed to go on a tangent here? I think that this whole idea of, which again, disclaimer: I am not an anti-Semite. I am not legitimizing anti-Semitic behavior. I am. I am. Why? Why?
So then they think you are legitimizing.
I think that the big problem here is that we have put a very strong label on anti-Semitism, and
Yeah.
that instantly excludes all possible discussion and nuance, like instantly.
I would disagree. I would say if someone said you're anti-Semitic, I'd say this has got nothing to do with Jewish people. This is to do with the Israel state. If I was talking about that, you'd make that argument. Then they go, "I'm still anti-Semitic," and say, "Well, there's no point in having an argument with you because you can't actually debate." It's like if they keep throwing something at you, then you just ignore them and stop talking to them. Same thing with a fascist or a Nazi. I wouldn't even bother debating them if they were actually a Nazi because they're never going to change their mind.
That's the thing. A lot of people say that they're Nazis and they don't even know what it means. Like it's
Yeah.
become such a big like taboo label where the moment the Holocaust is brought up, the moment anti-Semitism is brought, because we can have huge discussions about racism and that's not a problem, even though arguably black suffering in America has exceeded the Holocaust casualties for what we know, and this is something that I think may have
Crazy
been.
statement. I wish we could fact check it, but I don't think that's
I think
true.
we can. What do you mean? Do you not think that more than 6 million black people have died because of racism in America, or just because of the state of black
Okay, yeah,
communities?
I have no idea. I can't comment.
So my argument here is, and what I think, again, this is me getting into the perspective of a bipolar person and playing devil's advocate, not what I truly agree with. I see Kanye as having been the richest black man in America and having had the perspective from the top, seeing that he's still being treated in a racist way. As he said himself, even with all that money, he's still a black man. He's not
that's
being
what,
seen.
that's what Jesus is all about, isn't it? It's all about, yeah.
So this idea to me is anti-Semitism is such a taboo topic. It cannot even be brought up. It cannot even be discussed. And if you even decide to say anything about it, you're instantly labeled a Nazi, which is automatic exclusion from all society. Meanwhile, black suffering is arguably, maybe not worse, but definitely on that similar level. It's more concealed because it's a harder topic to discuss, because it's not like a targeted, oh, we were targeting the Jews, but it's like they're suffering within the confines of the capitalist system that's literally not letting them out. He sees it from the top perspective and he's like, wait, I can't say anything about Hitler, but anybody can just say whatever they want about black people and nothing's going to change about the whole situation, right? So I think it might just be that imbalance where he sees, okay, Jews are doing way better than black people in this world, but Jews are way more sensitive than black people, and the black discussion is way more, let's say, allowed or unproblematic.
Literally the way Hitler started the Nazi party, isn't it? He saw Jews doing better than him. And then so he decided, I don't understand this. I'm a German. These Jews, they're doing better than me. God. And then he got angry, killed them all.
Okay, that's a fair point, except when like he's not asking to. Well, okay, I don't know what he's asking.
Well, no,
for.
but I'm just saying the thought process was the same. But no, I just think even if he had a valid point, which I don't think he does. Well, it's true. There's a disparity.
I'm not saying this is a valid point. I'm saying a
Okay,
bipolar
okay,
man.
guys.
No, but I was going to say,
These will okay.
I just think spreading hate doesn't lead to any love.
I do agree with that.
So yeah.
So this also leads to the next main topic that we prepared. So after Ye, last year put out HH and put a Nazi logo on a T-shirt
Sold it.
and
People
sold
bought
it.
it. And people were just to say this, in the Balkans, right, in Croatia and in a lot of Slavic countries, people very happily and openly sing that song. Like, they love that song. That's all I'm saying, which is not to say that's a good thing. I'm saying maybe
It's ignorance.
Right, it is ignorance, but maybe it's also like, look, so this is like a cultural phenomenon now, because you guys have this very liberal Western perspective of like, oh, this is how things are, and then everything else is like either you're just like a Nazi or you're. But a lot of the world is ignorant. A lot of the world has not been exposed to multiculturalism. I can testify to this because I moved to the UK. So for me, all of these big topics and buzzwords, for example, the whole anti-Semitic thing, like, sure, I grew up in Germany, right? I know what it means, but I was also a little kid, and I wasn't really politically like raised in a very political family. So to me, all these topics just seem like instantly like, oh, you get attacked with all these big words and you're just trying to figure out why or how all of these different races and cultures are even supposed to live between each other.
Wait, I haven't even finished my topic yet. You just went off, bro.
Sorry.
So after all of that, he sat out the SoFi Stadium at US for 2 nights, and he also have lots of nights in US, and he also headlined the London Wireless Festival for 3 nights, but we all know that now it's cancelled. So what do you think that they still want him to perform on stage, on live, and why they bring him back and why they canceling?
What? So why did they bring him back to the UK and then cancel it?
Yeah.
That's what I was confused about, not gonna lie.
And also,
they probably
I saw those comments under those videos. Like, major fan base, they want, no matter what, want him back.
Yeah.
Protest for him to come to the UK.
Yeah,
That's
starting a protest.
But for me though, I feel like he deserved to be cancelled.
You don't have to give your opinion. You're just a narrator.
Shut up!
Here. Shut up!
I 100% agree. I think he deserves to get cancelled.
And also, he said slavery is a choice.
I will. Okay, look, I could actually go into this. I could go into this but that's the problem. You are in a box in which this.
Let's go into it. I'm happy to debate this.
But this would take so much explaining, like metaphysics, like what defining slavery, because slavery is such an like obviously.
Okay, then how would you define slavery? That's an easy way of doing it. I would define it as being owned by someone else.
Okay, like real world. This is a very loaded topic. Again, the thing that for me to explain my reasoning and why I think this, it's because like you could technically choose your own freedom either way, just taking the consequences. So you are choosing between the consequences that the slave owner is giving you and obeying him, which might be death
or death.
Which might be death,
yeah.
but it's still technically a choice by that regard. And then, obviously, I don't think Kanye, because Kanye, the way he describes his own thought process is like 4-dimensional. He doesn't take these words literally. When he says slavery is a choice, he's probably, let's say, talking about wage slavery, which could go into this idea of like when you get.
Then he should have said wage slavery.
Oh, well, but that's the problem, because to your liberal whole idea, you have to be so careful with the phrasing because somebody might misunderstand, or because I think that
if someone heard slavery is a choice, we all would go to the exact same thought, and we're all from different parts of the planet.
No. That's the problem, because English is the dominating language. So you guys think that the whole world thinks the way that you think because your language is spread
he's
the
American
same way.
and English speaking. So
True.
Obviously, he would know how the language works.
Oh, he knows how the language works.
So he said it that way on purpose.
But it's not a language thing. Again, it's a meaning thing where like he probably doesn't think about talking to somebody who will not understand him, right? Because when he says that to me,
Carlo, I give you the definition in Wikipedia.
Oh, I know the
Slavery is the ownership of a person as property, especially in regards to their labor, It is an economic phenomenon, and its history resides in economic history.
I don't think he was thinking of like the historical slavery as being a choice. You think though? So, but how? Then explain it, because you know he's not stupid. You know he's
He is
intelligent. You know,
stupid. He's an idiot. He's a complete moron. Kanye's a complete moron. He's a genius in music. I would argue he has no weight politically or intelligently in anything else.
I think philosophically he makes good points.
I don't.
Okay,
I
but
think he's a madman who does nitrous oxide.
okay, again,
And I
this
know
is,
people who do nitrous oxide. Their brains melt slowly.
that's
they
fair.
talk
But he
with
said this. He
slurs
said this
now.
before the nitrous. He said this before the nitrous.
Oh, but he done PCP.
Okay. Look, simplest way I'll explain it is the idea of slavery as a choice, and I could probably write a thesis on this. Probably should. Is the idea of I could write a book called Slavery as a Choice. But again, it's not. I'm not talking about
banned
a
in the
person
UK.
owning another person. I'm talking about this idea of your whole mindset is because you're a slave to your needs, right? You're a slave
Yeah.
to your addictions. You're a slave to your phone. You're a slave to all of these things, which you're all technically choosing the world within which you live. You're choosing your lifestyle, and you're choosing to be bound by, let's say, in mindset, right? Because you're a slave to mindset that might not allow you to think. Like, let's say black people in America, right? They think that they can't reach higher because they've been raised in a hood that's literally like constant crime, drug dealings, and like being treated with this whole label of what a black person is. And to them, they think in their minds that they're still abstractly like a slave, which that very mindset is what keeps them in that cycle. So the choice is the mindset,
The mindset and the government.
and of course it's the government, right? Partially, right? But it's partially also because he is just as frustrated with his fellow black men in America as he is with the system oppressing
Then
them.
why didn't he say it just a little bit more eloquently?
Because he's autistic. He does not express himself properly. And he's also bipolar and mental. Same way as me. People are probably going to misunderstand how I'm phrasing this because I'm not, like, I've prepped this in advance. But I'm trying to...
Next time we need to do more prep, I think. I think we should have, like, answers that we have planned out so we can go...
We could.
but-
We could. That'll take a lot more work, but we'll
I
see
think just
how...
spend the evening before doing it and you'll be fine.
Might be a good
That's
idea.
what I'm going to do next time.
Okay, so let's move on.
Slavery is a choice.
I'm gonna edit it. It'll be so good. Okay.
Beep.
So, the third main topic, which is if an artist that don't react.
Wait.
Is this the political one?
Read it. Just read it.
No. You get back.
Oh, my base sunglasses, bro.
Oh, he's getting bass now. He's getting bass now.
If I hide my truest intentions, I get to be even more controversial. And we're back.
And we're live.
So nowadays, cancel culture is a very big thing,
Yeah, too
and
big.
I would say
Actually, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Too big. It's not as bad as it used
It's
to
not
be.
as bad as it used to be.
Because
It
in
used to be
high
too much.
school, I was getting cancelled for saying the N-word, and then all those same girls were saying the
You shouldn't say this on camera.
I lived in Croatia. Everybody says the N-word in Croatia. That's not like
Regime
again.
change time.
Again, I would have to get into deep explanation. This is why I need my own podcast.
It's
actually.
ignorance. It's ignorance.
It is ignorance. This is not me being racist. I was exposed to like hip hop, which I absolutely loved, and it made it seem like the coolest word in the world. I haven't seen a black person probably ever back there in Croatia, right? And like I didn't know the significance of it. After living in the UK for 2 years, I stopped saying it because I started realizing I don't
That's
want to
good,
even
yeah.
risk the fact that a black person misunderstands me fanboying over Kendrick and being like, yeah, you know,
If you don't know the context and you're singing a rap song and you don't understand what the connotations of the word, yeah, you could.
well, no, that's the thing. You understand it, but
feigning ignorance.
you don't
No,
understand the general, bigger
the weight of it.
sociological
Yeah,
weight
that's
of
what I
that.
mean. So you know what it means, but you don't know what it means.
But this is the thing that nobody wants to talk about. Everybody in Eastern Europe says that word so casually it means literally nothing. And to be fair, there was during like the biggest woke revolution in like 2021 or something, during like BLM and everything, when every 15-year-old white girl
BLM is a good thing.
But when every 15-year-old white girl in Croatia was screaming BLM, but they haven't even met a black person, to me that's also retarded because you're not showing true empathy. You're just moving with the social current and pretending virtue. And this is my biggest
It's
issue.
a trend, is what it
But
is.
humans
It's
love
like-
pretending to be virtuous because it's beneficial to them, because it makes them seem like a good person without actually understanding true
some
empathy.
humans.
Right, lots of them, most of them. And it's actually hurting real empathy. That's the worst part, because it makes performing empathy seem more important than truly feeling if that makes sense. So I think me saying I used to say
Yeah,
the
well,
N word and then I stopped because I truly then understood what it means to be a black person under a in a racist world that's still very much racist. Just racism still alive. We just be concealing it. To me
Had to
that
drop a bar in there.
But to me, that's less racist than somebody who just like, no, I never said it. No, I would never say it. Like
Well, no,
every
that's
white
fine.
boy has
No,
said
no.
the N-word as a teenager. Okay, you've said it. Admit it. You've said it when you were an ignorant kid living in an English countryside. You've said it definitely, and
When
you
I was
didn't think it was a
extremely
big deal.
ignorant. And then I clocked it was bad and also changed my mind. But no, it's fine. I just clocked it earlier because I realized the connotations
Because
earlier.
also you lived in a country that was also pushing that idea more.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a
People-
good thing.
I just think people need to be more educated on it, is the idea.
But you can't educate them if they're not exposed to that cultural like phenomena. That's like saying, oh, people need to be educated on hijabs because in the Middle East, they're doing this and that. But it's like I'm not gonna go to the Middle East, so this place doesn't.
They're not relevant. They're not relevant because the hijab doesn't cause offense, or it does to racists. But it's
Well,
like,
you could go into a
Gents.
whole idea of what.
Gents.
hijabs don't cause offense.
Gents.
They don't.
Okay, but there's what do you mean?
How do they cause offense? But,
But
the
there's a
N-word
whole
does.
idea about like sexism, about how women having to
Yeah,
conceal
but, it's really,
themselves about.
but some women they're happy to do it. They like.
Yeah, but a
doing it.
lot of them are forced to do it in a lot of regimes. So now that's what I'm saying. You and
Yeah.
me now have to do research about this so we can talk about a problem that's on the
Oi,
other
oi.
side of the world. But it's the same idea. You live in
Oi, oi.
Croatia. You don't have any black people. Just give me a second. So then you have to do this whole research to figure out why this N-word is bad, even though technically to you it has zero effect. It doesn't influence you, and it's just a word that you say because you listen to hip hop.
It affects me because it's hate. And I don't like hate.
But it wasn't meant as hate, right? Especially
But unfortunately
then and in
it
that
is.
context.
Okay,
It's like
gentlemen.
you could say describing someone you're fat, and then but then they'll get offended. That was a terrible example. Cut that.
Okay, we get back.
You can tell people they're fat. It's a health concern, okay?
Back to
It's
what
not
I'm saying.
actually hate.
It's not-
Back to
It's
what
a
I'm
description.
saying.
But we used to say fat phobia was also a problem. Oh, we have to love all bodies. We have to love
I
diabetes.
used to be fat phobic, but I changed.
I used to be fat, but I changed.
So,
I didn't used to be fat.
cancel culture is a very big deal right now, and
Come at me.
if
Hey yo.
an artist, let's say a musician or a band, doesn't
Speak out politically.
speak up to certain point of political view, that they will be cancelled in the comment, and those people, they will say something like "Free Palestine" in the comments. What do you think about that?
When the celebrities don't don't speak
Yeah.
about politics. I think either don't speak about it at all, or if you do speak about it, actually speak about it. And like John Lennon, he's a weirdo, but he was good at he always promoted peace and anti-war and la la la. But then people like
You say he was a weirdo because of the wife beating thing?
he was also just a weirdo.
Yeah, well.
All the Beatles are weirdos.
All musicians and artists should be weirdos.
This is true. You can't have art without strange.
No, you can, but then it becomes modern, soulless product.
It's
Taylor
like,
Swift.
It's like they have to pick a side.
No, you don't have to. If you want to stay out of politics, stay out of politics. If you want to be political, be political. I think, but you can't half-ass either one. You have to completely stay out of it, or if you're going to be political, make your position concrete.
I'll go back on my argument of, again, truly feeling empathy and acting on empathy. Most celebrities are PR trained, right? You
Yeah.
cannot even imagine what it's like being in a public eye, right? Neither of us can imagine that. So that's completely changes your whole life, your whole
True.
view of society, of everything. So the thing I argue for all celebrities, be it Michael Jackson, be it Kanye, be it all these controversial topics, imagine the pressure, right? Imagine the life you have to be living and how much different it is,
That
and
is
how
why Michael Jackson is so weird. Is because
Well, yeah,
he never
but-
had a childhood. Yeah.
Right. And so to him, his idea of what's normal and not normal is completely different than most people, which doesn't mean he should be allowed to act as he pleases, but I think he should be shunned for it less. You can still sanction him for doing, like, obviously things that are
what I say.
harmful.
I think he's a freak, but his music's good. He's a freak. He's a
But
weirdo.
but he used to hold his dick on stage. That was his whole main move. But that's because he was so raw about sexuality, expressing something that we're all wanting to express somewhere, but we're all kind of in this, no, I have a suit and tie. I'm this, very collected man. And meanwhile, deep down, all you want to do is fuck, and your whole life is
going very Game of
everything
Thrones.
is built around sex. What? Am I wrong? Are we not just creatures of like instinct and
Do you write
essentially
music for sex?
desire? When I realized that most pop music is actually secretly about sex,
Yeah.
I unlocked super songwriting skills because I realized, I could just be joking about sex and realize, oh wait, this is just like metaphors. And then
Pink Floyd ain't about sex.
no, but they're being probably more direct about it because they don't have to like conceal anything. But
They're talking about
I'm willing
politics,
to
though, actually,
argue.
so yeah.
I'm willing to argue that 90% of pop is subliminal sex messaging. That's the whole idea of like, oh,
So that's all Sabrina Carpenter's music.
yeah, but that's just an
That's not even,
example.
it's not even Sabrina.
No, but okay, look, this is what
Do
I
you
love.
guys like Sabrina Carpenter?
No.
I think it's catchy, but that's all I can say.
I think it's catchy. I think the man-hating aspect of it is, it gets on my nerves.
Is it
but
man?
that's-
I don't listen to her music really.
Yeah, it's very like demasculating, and they call it female empowerment, but to me, again, this is just two white guys talking about why they might not like something that all the girlies are like. Yeah, because she talks in my worldview, she's the kind of girl who's like, just wants to step on a guy and think that like pussy power kind of situation, which to me, I think obviously female empowerment isn't bad, but same as with everything, you have the genuine article and you have the performative side that then can go into absolute deviation, which is then like...
Sabrina Carpenter's music's not hurting anyone.
But if a man was doing Sabrina Carpenter's music and the roles were reversed, he would get instantly cancelled for being a sexist and like chauvinist.
But people love, like we were talking about, gangster rap tends to sexualize women.
Not in the same way though.
It's a different thing, but it's
if it was mainstream pop, white guy, because rappers can get away with a lot under the context of hip hop. Hip hop has created this whole culture where that's okay thing
true.
to do. If I was doing a funk song and I was like, girl, if you don't suck my dick on the first date, like, you ain't a real woman. I don't know if I'd be doing.
But
good.
some people, what was his name? Young Gravy is his lyrics like that. I don't listen to this shit, but like
I don't know Young Gravy, bro. I'm so sorry.
don't worry then. But like all their music is about women.
Yeah,
Just in
okay.
a different way. It's just sexualizing or talking about she got big buns or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but no,
Terrible.
the Sabrina
But-
isn't. No, okay. Here's the thing: hip hop does love to sexualize women, and it does degrade them to some extent, but it also mainly like celebrates them because even though it
Isn't
is
one of the lyrics in one of those songs. I slapped the bitch and the. You know what I mean?
okay, probably.
Yeah, see what I mean?
I'm not defending Young Gravy. Every genre can have their,
Young Gravy. no, Young Gravy. I don't know any of his songs.
Young Gravy did nothing wrong.
Yeah, forgive Young Gravy, bro.
Forgive Young Gravy.
Release my boy.
Is he in jail?
You know Young Gravy. Fuck.
Jamie, pull up Young
This
Gravy,
is why I had to
please.
delete Instagram. I'm too chronically online. I've actually deleted it though.
God, I've heard the name because it's just Young Gravy, but you can't miss it.
Let me show you. I think he dated Addison Rae's mum.
Who?
Oh, Addison Rae.
Who's that?
Fuck me, I'm such a loser.
Addison
But this-
Rae.
You know Addison Rae?
Oh, I hate her.
Yeah, me too.
Is she a porn actress? Sounds like
No,
something I would have
she was
seen
like-
gooning.
She was a TikTok. People gooned to her, yes. It was
Well,
a thing.
there you. That's
But
why.
she was a TikTok, and then now she makes overly produced music that she doesn't write, and it's really popular.
And people love it.
People
and
love it.
And I see in the comments they say, "Oh, it's so good."
I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's
It's
great.
not. It's so overproduced.
So is Sabrina
bullshit.
Carpenter. Okay, but again, I think I can't say Sabrina Carpenter is
Sabrina
low.
Carpenter's a great singer, though.
She's a good
No,
good singer. She's an
I
okay
think
singer.
she's
Nothing.
a decent singer.
But I think her production is
better than
great.
Taylor Swift.
No, I think her production is great though. I
Can I
think
have some
her,
of that water.
I think her production is great.
Yeah. She's got all the money.
But it's just okay. Personally, I just love funk. I love the pop funk like whole movement. I just think she's just a natural continuation of Dua Lipa, kind of like just like
Yeah, but Dua Lipa's
spiritual
music's
successor.
actually good.
Yeah, I agree.
It's actually soul in it.
I agree.
It that much,
but it's
good.
I think because Dua Lipa just didn't try to make herself like a this what's her name? We were just talking about her.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, she just looks fake. Like she's not really like that's not even real. Like
I'm so sure she wears wigs. Just saying.
do you think she's hot?
But
No,
looks love her.
only my girlfriend.
People love like the way she looks as well.
Look
to me,
love it.
to me, she is the
She told me. She told me
she is the example of what's like what social media like beauty standards do to like the whole world because our whole generation is completely fucked, right? Okay, sorry for the big buzz title line, but we've been kind of raised on this like to have the comparison of perfect like,
I've never
presentation.
had that issue though, personally. Because I grew up in the middle of nowhere and I didn't have a phone till I was 15, 14.
Same, but then over time
I don't compare myself to people on the internet. I don't think anybody should. But
you
obviously-
don't really?
No.
How do you resist that? Because to me, I had to get off of social media just because that comparison was like
What are you
destroying my
comparing?
mental. Okay, not just comparing.
Yeah, but what are you comparing? I've
Well,
never-
okay, let's say you look at like a lot of unrealistically attractive women on Instagram and who present themselves as if they are like this perfect like being of beauty that has no
edit the
flaws or no
photos and stuff
but not
like
just
yeah.
that, it's just like again just having the perfect like photo shoot with the perfect like kind of this and that. And let me not talk about like sexualized media because this is probably a topic for another podcast. Like if we went into like porn, gooning culture, and all of that, because I have a lot to say about that.
It's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing that most men are victims to, and they don't even want to talk about it.
Well,
They don't want to admit it. I can admit.
It's low-key normalized, but they've changed it, so now you need to have a ID
VPN
or a VPN. Yeah, was it?
Well, yeah, in the UK to access porn, but I think a fucking 12-year-old could work around that.
They were talking about banning VPNs without IDs as well. Which would be a good idea if you ask me.
It would be a good idea
to show you that so then you can't get any access to any.
I think most of us have been damaged by pornography when we were way too young for it, right? Because it was kind of unavoidable on the internet.
Nah, puberty can be late, so.
Does it really?
Yeah.
When?
13 or 14 or 15. I didn't grow till
that's still too.
He told me he started masturbating at 12. Right.
That's not to be shared on a podcast, but sure, yeah, I did. Balkan jeans, man.
all
Yeah.
right.
What can I say? I was surrounded by a lot of attractive women in my life.
We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up with some two.
We're done already.
Questions.
Goddamn.
I think we should just go until someone comes to the door.
So,
I agree. Because now we've kind of gotten warmed up. Like now I'm feeling it. At the start, I was kind of being like, "Oof, I'm not sure about this."
I'm gonna ask questions now. So
Quick fire round.
quick fire. Favorite artist right now?
Right now. Fucking Joe Gilberto or fucking The Police. They're the two.
Carlo?
If it's an artist, Joe Gilberto.
Lupe Fiasco, actually. I've been in love with the song "Hurt Me Soul." If you don't know it, check it out. I think it captures the scene of I could almost call it like first when I listened to it, I thought I was fetishizing like black suffering just because of how avid it is. But then I realized, oh wait, this isn't black suffering. This is human suffering. And that realization made me see like, oh my god,
fetishizing human suffering.
not fetishizing.
That's what you said.
Well, okay, because that's the exact thing. Because I'm still calibrating my racism, if you will, right? No, but okay. Well, what can I say? It's true. Racism is natural human behavior. If you're not exposed to somebody who looks completely different to you, then it's weird for you. It is.
Racism is a construct invented
That's
by
why we
white
do the
people.
podcast, guys.
It wasn't.
It was invented by people because the Silk Road existed and no one killed you because you.
If
you're
you
different
saw
colour
somebody
skin.
who looks that much different from you, that smells different from you, that has different like hair textures, different facial proportions, there are big. It is weird. It feels weird. Your body isn't used to it. It feels unfamiliar until you get
You're
exposed
trying to bring
to
Uncanny
it.
Valley into this,
Yes, part of it.
but I don't believe in that.
Ask most people from
think-
homogenous white countries. Ask them.
Wait.
Ask Chinese people. How's it? What do you think?
Yeah, but they're not scared of it.
I'm asking, what artists are you listening to right now?
This is why
constructs of racism.
we're here, people.
I think racism was invented by the white man.
It wasn't
to separate the masses.
invited.
Invented. It was invented by the white man to separate the masses because there've always been black people in England. They've been scrubbed from history, and they've always been Asian.
But
people
you're
in
talking
England.
from an English perspective.
Okay.
If you were exposed to a new race of people that you didn't know anything about, and let's say
I'd
even
be interested to learn about their culture.
but I was too. When I came here, I was super interested, but there was also this discomfort because the media keeps telling me black people are aggressive, black people are criminals.
That's
black
because
people
of the media. So if the media didn't exist,
True.
would you have these preconceptions? No.
Oh, I think so, but this is a biological. Then I wouldn't have.
Okay.
Then I wouldn't have preconceptions because there's two different things that the media preaches, or my knowledge. Obviously, it's the idea that we're all human, we're all equal, we're all this and that. But then also like stereotypes. Also, again, keep in mind, this is my own perspective. I listened to a lot of hip hop since I was a kid, so to
Full time
me,
he said this.
Yeah.
well.
That's funny. Anyway, go on.
Well, yeah, sorry guys, I'm half black actually.
Hashtag half black.
Cut this, cut that. No, I was
cut it, don't cut it.
This is how Kanye has his slip ups, right? So when you said I listened to a lot of hip hop since I was a kid, I started thinking about Logic, right? And Logic has these cringe, like rants where he talks about, because he's half black, but he's also a white boy, right?
Yeah.
So I just thought it was funny, so I said it, even though it's wrong. So there you go. That's how Kanye probably said
Okay, second question.
Cut that.
Songs on repeat.
Songs on repeat. Let me have a look. I've got a few.
Jane by the Long Faces.
For me, do you want multiple songs or just one song?
1 or 2 is fine.
One or two.
Jane, you're early.
Fucking Distant
My
Lover by
JJK
Marvin
fans,
Gaye.
my JJK fans
And
will understand.
JJK season 3 is shit. But Distant Lover.
I'm sorry.
We'll do this in a minute.
We're going for another
Okay.
round.
Distant Lover by Marvin Gaye and
The glasses are coming
Can't
off.
Stand Losing You by The Police.
I can't stand. It's been in my head. It's actually been. I haven't listened to that song in years, but it just comes into my head.
Such a good chorus.
It's a great
Wait,
song.
what show are you talking about?
Jujutsu
It's
Kaisen
anime.
anime.
What the fuck?
Anime's good, man.
It's shit. You say
season 3, the animation, amazing. The story doesn't
the
exist.
story has never been a thing in
Season
Jujutsu
1, there was a
Kaisen.
story.
Barely.
Yeah, but season 2, there was.
I think this
season
is the
2 was
season
just-
where it actually is good because that fighting is finally like making like I've come to
the
accept.
Cullen game just happens, and it's like, here it's happening.
There's so much context around.
I
it.
know
What
there's
do
so
you
much
mean?
context, but it goes.
I agree,
I
but
don't
that's,
speak
but that's
Japanese.
but that's just Jujutsu Kaisen's like style. You know?
Yeah, but no,
like, it does not.
Season
care.
1 had story. Season 2 was just a fight scene. The whole thing. No, it wasn't. There was some story there as well. But it was interesting. See, because the beginning part, of season 2, is the best part of the whole show. The flashback.
Yes, I
That's
agree
the best
with
part of
that
the whole
one.
show
I
because there's
agree that-
actually a story.
Yes,
the
I
characters
agree.
are fantastic.
By
but
far
there's
the
no
best
story.
part. Yes,
But
hidden
so- but
inventory is
Season
is-
3, the animation, the fights, they're beautiful, but it's like I'm sure it took them an arm and a leg to make, but it's like genuinely so it's paced so badly.
No, I think the pacing is amazing. Again, I think you have to accept that Jujutsu Kaisen is just like no substance, but what is it? Just show over substance. Like it's meant to just be popcorn enjoyable, and then it gives you the depth throughout and like between. But this might be. I think Jujutsu Kaisen.
Is the manga like this though?
Yes.
I wonder. It is.
I think Jujutsu Kaisen is only enjoyable if you go brain dead, and this is why the Jujutsu Kaisen community is.
When I used to smoke weed, that's why I loved it.
Well, no, not because of that. They just convince themselves that it's good, and then it becomes really good. And I've been a victim to this.
So you've convinced yourself Jujutsu Kaisen.
This is why I'm listening to Jane by the Long Faces. So there, you know, the last scene where he says where they start fighting, like in the last episode that just aired a couple of days ago.
I watched it.
Right. So the guy with the cannon.
That
in his
fight
head.
was so good. Can't lie.
Right.
That
so
fight was
him
amazing.
and Yuta have that last face off, and
That fight was
all the
amazing,
edits
but-
on Instagram have this song called Jane by the Long Faces, which I think you would love that song. Play that song as the outro to this podcast right now.
We will not get money for this if you do that.
True that. So they just they
Should
call
we stream this next time?
Sure.
On
maybe
Kick?
maybe
When-
maybe
when I
after a
get-
couple
when I
of
get-
episodes, like when we get
Yeah.
used
After
to
we
it,
got
and when
fan
we get
base.
camera.
We need a fan base, then we'll start streaming. Okay.
So
We could do it live. We could do it with an
So-
audience.
So you start to get into an ending. So I'll ask, what's one takeaway from today?
It's pretty fun. I want to prep more. I want to have some.
Slavery is a choice. You're not putting that out there, okay? Okay. I mean, I have to think about this. I have to think about this. All right. So, audience, sit with me here, right? So you're me, right? I think this podcast has to start with me actually explaining where my thoughts come from because I
We need
will.
an intro. We need an intro.
Because the thing is, I will be expressing myself in this way, at some point in my life, either way. So I will get canceled for sure in the paradigm of the social culture. But my goal is to bring awareness to cancel culture, to realize, look, it's a bit more nuanced.
All right, that's
Certain
for
people-
today. And I will see you guys next time.
We have been Uncancellable.
Yeah,
All right, say bye to the
We've been
yeah,
Uncancellable.
and
say bye to the audience.
Why don't we just keep going until we get kicked out and just have this as like an after effect?
bye.
Bye, guys. Hope you have a nice day
Yeah,
or night.
don't deport me.
Don't
I
sleep-
love the UK. I love cultural diversity and immigrants and everything,
Now that's a debate we need to have, immigration.